It's Chloe and we're back with another video. Baby, when I tell you that Xscape is like a mess, Xscape all together as a whole and individually is a whole entire SHIT show happening, okay? I mean, it makes for great TV. I think every time the episode comes out, it's a whole lot more. I think they have like the most drama I've seen on a reality TV show in a long time. Even outside of the reality TV show, all the drama that surrounds this group. So for that, I say thank you. I mean, it's keeping the girls working. It's keeping the boys working. So shout out to y'all for keeping the people working, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this review. SWV Xscape, Queens of R&B, Season 1, Episode 3. Now, y'all, it's the opening scenes for me because why Tiny got on these Croc heels? I said, Tiny, what is going on, sis? Like, for real, though? We really wearing these? The girls is wearing these? Okay. Not Ace having more subscribers on YouTube than me. I'm in my feelings. I think he said he had like 17,000. I'm in my feelings, okay? So y'all need to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stop playing with me. Tamika's 10-year-old daughter act like my 10-year-old daughter. Like they got some business. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no business. Fix your attitude, okay? So I could relate. All the way around this whole thing, I could relate. So Taj and Tasha meet up at the, I guess it's like a hip hop museum. And I'm just like, everybody must love Taj. It's Taj for me. It's Taj for everybody, okay? That's the one person that I feel like everybody connects with and they tell all their business to, and she don't go telling everybody. I mean, she did carry one bone, but she don't go carrying a bunch of bones. You know what I mean? So they're sitting in there and they're looking at all the, you know, hip-hop stars on the wall, LL Cool J, Naughty by Nature. You know, they're really reminiscent. They see the Destiny's Child, and that's when Taj tell us that Destiny's Child used to like stalk them on the road. They used to go to their hotel rooms and, you know, try to go see them, and they used to take them to sign autographs with them and stuff like that. So I just feel like it's so beautiful when you see like how like the girl groups were the thing, you know, like the girl groups, the boy groups like have really disappeared. Like, come on, bring it back. I need them to bring it back, okay? But her goal was to show Tasha how they are part of African-American history, legacy, because you see like the SWV, you see the Xscape, you see that on that wall, and that's like something that is imprinted forever, and I think that's something to be celebrated. It is a big deal, and I'm surprised that Tasha never saw it. Taj and Tasha sit down and talk. She's like, so what's going on with you and your sister? Because we really want to get this show up and running, okay? She's like, it's just a lot of things that was said. Like, she was body shaming me. She was like, what you mean by body shaming? She was like, oh, she said I got a little booty because, you know, I got the little booty in the group. She said, I know this is not about nobody having a little booty. She like, oh, and she disrespecting my mother. Child, it just be the fabrications for me. It really do, because from the outside looking in, you're telling your story and it sounds stupid. Even Taj was like, I really don't understand why they're fighting, because when Taj was talking to Tamika and Tamika was sitting there breaking down crying about how she feels like she has to always take your side to get her mother's affection and attention and approval, you over here talking about the fact that you ain't got no booty. Yeah, that's why Taj is confused, because you sound crazy. And I wanted, like, a part of me wanted her to be that messy person and bring up what Tamika said so that she could really understand it and hear it from somebody else's ears. But I'm glad that she didn't, because then that would have put her in the middle of something else. And baby, you don't want to be in the middle of two sisters fighting. And that's just that on that. Then she tells her about how she's in Nashville because she has a meeting for a solo deal, doing her gospel album and stuff like that. I'm just like, she a snake, yo. LaTasha, baby girl, what's your end goal? What did you think? I just need to know. What did you really think was going to come out of this? You thought you was going to come out with like a bunch of support with the way you're moving? You're not even being straightforward with your group. You're not even trying to be a team player with your group. You're being very negative. What did you think the fans was going to do? Did you think that we was going to be like, oh, we want to go get her gospel album when there's no Jesus involved in anything that you're doing? I told you, until you pray and ask God for forgiveness, until you pay your sister back, you're not going to succeed in anything. Period. So Coco's out with her friends and we found out that she has bipolar depression. And I'm just like, oh, that's so sad. She said she realized that she needed help when she had thoughts of deleting somebody. And that's when she knew, like, dang, I need to go get help or I'm going to end up in jail. Now, y'all, I just want to say that mental health is so, so real. When you start seeing these signs, or even when you start to notice these signs yourself, try to get some help. You can't do it on your own. She said she's been taking her medicine. It keeps her very calm. I'm like, noted, don't make Coco mad. Because Coco might snap. Just playing. But I just love that she's being open and honest about it, because sometimes a lot of mental health is the first step is accepting that you have that mental health issue. Some people don't never want to accept it, which is why they never get help for it. So I can appreciate that. So y'all, Tamika's mom come over her house, and I would say to talk, but it's not giving I want to talk energy. It's giving very closed off, okay? So Tamika's trying to tell her mother what the issue is, since her mother did ask her what her issue is, but she won't give her the chance to talk. Tamika tried to tell her, like, you don't let me express my feelings like you do Tasha. She said, because Tasha don't talk to me disrespectful, and Tasha don't be wrong. She was like, I'm not wrong all the time. I'm not wrong all the time. She tries to tell her that she's the 5th member of this group, okay? She became the 5th member when she put the mic in her hand. She became the 5th member when, you know, her father left them and didn't care whether they sink or sunk. And I said, there we go. There we go. That's the issue. I mean, mom is super duper pissed. I mean, yelling and screaming and everything. When Tamika said that she's a daddy's girl and she has a good relationship with her father, and that she thinks that when her mother sees her, she sees her father, that's probably why she treats her the way she do. I said, that is a damn shame. It just makes me so sick, because here I am thinking that maybe it was she wanted to give, you know, Tasha a little extra love because she was the bigger child. When this really comes down to you being bitter over a man, to the point where you treat your child like this. I'm so happy, because when Tamika told her that she is setting boundaries, and if she cannot respect her as an adult, then she's going to have to separate herself. Now her mom's up there like, separate yourself. I love you more than anything. No, I'm not buying it. I know deep down inside you really want to take it for face value, Tamika, but she has shown you over and over and over and over and over whose side she's really on. So don't cave in so easily. Yeah, it was a beautiful moment, and you should have that with your mother. But make sure that you hold up to what you say, and make sure the boundaries stay in place. Because there's no way she should be sitting there gaslighting you like that. There's no way she should be whispering to your sister that you're jealous of her. There's no way she should be covering up for that sister and her husband of hers for stealing your money. She came in there ready to attack you, to defend Tasha and her low down, dusty, dirty, ugly ass husband. As soon as you tell her that you need boundaries now she wanna pull it back, when she was just on attack mode. Actions speak louder than words, Mom. Actions speak louder than words. Y'all, now it's time for Candy to have her talk with Taj, because everybody got to have a talk with Taj. I just don't see how you cannot have a talk with Taj. She's the mediator for Xscape at this point, okay? She sits down, she's talking to Candy. She tells Candy that she ran into Tasha in Nashville, and she was out there, you know, getting her little solo deal on for a gospel album. Candy said, ain't that about a bitch? This is history repeating itself all over again. The last time she wanted to go solo, this is exactly what she did. She started acting out. She started not being available. She started not caring about nothing. She started being resentful and all this other stuff, just like she's doing now. But this is what makes me wonder, because you had all these years where Xscape wasn't together. Why you didn't put a solo album out then? You could have went solo, but instead you want to do it off the backs of Xscape and try to make yourself seem like the victim, when that's not how this really works, because we already see it for what it is. So my question to you, Latasha, and I'm being dead serious at this point, what's your end goal? Because you did all of this so that you could go ahead and become this solo star that's bigger than the group. You want to be bigger than the group so bad. Why is it so hard for you just to be part of the group? Be part of the group and still do your solo stuff. You don't necessarily have to go completely solo. We saw Beyonce be Beyonce, okay? and still do a Destiny's Child album. So I don't understand why you can't be Xscape and still do a solo album. We get to see Lily with her son. I love seeing grown kids with their parents. Because I don't know if it's because my mom is like in North Carolina, so I don't get to spend a lot of time with her. But I just feel like it just shows like, I can't wait for my daughter to be grown. And we have like grown women conversations. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know what it is. She said that she is not his friend. Okay? She is not his friend. She has real boundaries when it comes to her kids, okay? She tells us that she just wants to be the best version of herself. She wants to have more than just being the member of SWV. She told us that when SWV split up the first time that she ended up living in a car and she would drive around New York City all night long because she didn't feel comfortable to fall asleep at nighttime. So she would wait till the sun come up and then she'll go to sleep in the car. And I just felt so bad because I feel like every time we hear Lily's story, it's always really sad. Like, you know, the fact that she wanted to buy a bed the first time she got paid. Then it come to find out that she was homeless, driving around the city just until she could find somewhere comfortable enough to sleep. But you know, I think like going through things like that really humble people. And you could tell that the SWV sisters have been through some stuff because they at the point where it's like, we're going to do our job and we're going to go home. Whatever beef we got, we're going to put it to the side. We're going to go on stage, we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna go home. Why? Because they've been through some stuff. They know what it feels like to not have stuff, and they know that they need each other to make money. And as long as they have that clear understanding, SWV will be great forever. She told us that she went back to school, she got her GED. She ended up getting a regular job. That's what I'm talking about. Humble. That's why those girls are prospering now, because they are humble. So now Latasha's in the studio working on her gospel album, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, the song sound kind of hot. Not gonna lie, the song sounds kind of hot, but I'm not gonna go buy it. I'm not gonna go listen to it. I'm not gonna stream it. I'm not supporting because I don't feel like God is in it, okay? So while she's in there, here comes Ike Turner, Rocky, So here comes Reich. Child. Who the heck is Reich? I'm thinking Ike and Rocky at one time and named him Reich. But anyway, he comes in. I'm just like, oh, he just bothers me. Oh, his spirit just irks me. Like, oh, he just makes me, like, every time I see him, I want to throw up, you know, like a little bit in my mouth, you know? But anyway, she's telling Rocky that Katie told her that they were having a rehearsal to meet up with SWVs to talk about the tour and things like that. But I feel like he kind of was talking her out of it. Then he starts asking her, like, how's everything going with her sister and how he forgive her sister, but she shouldn't be saying anything and this, that, and the other. Like, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I absolutely dislike him. His lying, cheating, manipulative, gaslighting, controlling. I don't like him a lot. But anyway, we get to see Coco with her son. He's a boy's girl, okay? They have a cute little dynamic. She says that her kids are her friend, but like her broke friend. Anyway, they're sitting down talking. The kiki, the haha, I told you I love to see adult kids with parents because you get to see a different version of your parent. You know what I mean? So I love that. But he's telling her that he don't want to go to dental school no more. He's over it. He's tired of it. He doesn't feel like he should have to do it anymore because he wants to be a singer. Now, granted, I understand that, you know, he want to be a singer. We should support him being a singer. But I also understand what Coco is saying. Like, sir, you was loving being a dentist. You was passing without even trying. Why don't you want to be a dentist anymore? And he's like, because he wants to focus on singing. So she was like, call your grandmother. Tell your grandmother this. Grandma said, but I thought you wanted to be a dentist. He brings the tears in. You know, grandmas get weak for the tears from their grandkids. It's their kids that they don't care about the tears for, okay? So then he told them, like, how about I take a year off and then we'll take it from there. And she was like, sounds good to me. Coco's sitting there like, what kind of issue is this? Because when it was me, it was a whole big deal. It was a whole issue. You was telling me to get a job and you was telling me to do this, that, and the other. And she was like, but ain't you singing still? I said, good point. I guess she ain't stopped you that much. But I do understand where Coco's coming from, especially when you learn about Lily's background about being homeless and driving around just to find some way to sleep because the money's not coming in and things of that nature. You always got to have a backup plan. And if you already in school and your mother's paying for the school and you're good at it, and it's something that it's something that you wanted to do at one point, just knock it out, finish it, and still do your singing. This way, if the singing don't work, baby, you will be a dentist. This way, if a deal won't sign you, baby, you'll be a dentist. This way, if you get with a group and somebody want to go solo, you won't go broke. Because, well, guess what? Baby, you will be a dentist. Okay? But, I mean, you have to let your kids live their own lives and figure it out for themselves, I guess. Now, all the ladies meet up to have this conversation, and I just get anxiety every time people sit around and start talking. They talking about, how about we just do one show, one venue, one big thing, and we call it a night. We'll take it from there. Everybody's like, great, cool, put the hands in. Tasha's sitting there like, girl, either you with it or you're not. If you want to go solo and leave us the hell alone, okay? She puts her hand there, it's going to be a thing. Candy says, okay, so how's billing? I said, child, we're getting right into it. We're not going to take a break. We're not going to talk about how we're going to set up the house billing. Okay, Candy feels as though that they should get top billing because her and Tiny basically have a lot of followers on Instagram, and that they bring a whole different audience, meaning that majority of people is going to come see them. So therefore, they should get more money. Now, for me, I can understand what Candy's trying to say. But I'm also understand what SWV saying, like, you got me effed up. I sold 30 million records. You're not about to make me be an opener for you. Like, you got me effed up. Especially when the idea was that we are co-headlining. Candy, I don't understand why you're so greedy. Why are you this greedy, Candy? Because not only do you need to go win the $1 billion lottery because you had to go buy your lottery ticket, now you need to have top billing. You got to have 18 YouTube shows. You got to have 5 different restaurants. You got to have 5 different reality TV shows and all these things. And now you need to just make sure that you are ahead of the tour. For what? When y'all could co-headline this one show and make history. And this don't even have to be so much about the money, because it's not like you're really hard up for it. I mean, I understand you want to make your coin, and I'm all here for you making your coin, but y'all can make a nice coin together, split the money evenly amongst your groups, and go about your business. It's one night and one night only. And then they over there on the internet going off on each other. Check out my video that I made on it. It's already up and posted. Go check that one out. So there we go, y'all. That was SWV and Xscape, Queens of R&B. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like the video. Like the video, like the video, like the video. And if this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. Drop some yellow hearts and let me know you were here. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. And yes, I'm going to get my nail fixed tomorrow.